became the servants. Probably more to it than that. Next, the church of the Lord must not tolerate sin in the camp. The importance of faith and obedience. Let's go to Joshua chapter 5 and look there of the procedure that God required them in destroying Jericho. It was precise. God gave specific instructions to take that city, not by fighting with weapons. Verse 2, chapter 6, Joshua 6. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given unto thy hand, Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And here's what you do. You shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go around about the city once. Do this for 6 days. So once a day, they're to march around. The ark goes before them, the priests and the armored men go in silence. Notice what it says in verse 10. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you shout. Then you shall shout. Imagine, what would that quietness make the inhabitants of Jericho feel? Would it be eerie? Kind of scary? What's going on? We see the enemy, but they don't do anything. When are they going to attack? And the silence was deafening. Was there not instruction to children? Was there not instruction from the priests? Was there not commands to be given from Moses? I believe if those things had happened, the battle would not have been won. On the seventh day, go around 7 times. The seventh day, that represents the Sabbath. After the work of creation, God rested. Of course, we observe the first day of the week, Sunday. God gave these specific instructions to take the city. It wasn't up for debate. It wasn't for human reasoning. I can almost see the astounding response. What do you mean we're not going to go to battle? What do you mean marching around? Was it absurd? Oh, it's faith that they did it. They were to do it God. We are to do God's things in God's way. And their obedience involved doing exactly what God said to do, and the way God said to do it, for the very purpose which God said to do it. In short, take God at His word and believe. This is the kind of faith that saves. The kind of faith which must be characterized by all of us, especially in the world today when people are guided by opinions and propaganda and lies. And the traditions of men, how many people have been led to destruction and no hope at death because they've listened. The last lesson, there is such a thing as conditional giving. God gave them the city, but they had to meet the conditions. I know our love is not with strings attached. We love because we want to give people. We don't expect anything in return. But in God's giving His blessings, He wants us to obey. When we meet those conditions, we'll find a blessing. These Israelites at Jericho, they found blessings by following. God also gives us salvation, but upon certain conditions. Called the plan of salvation. And we will meet those conditions. He gives what He's promised. So Israel learned many lessons that we can even apply to today, and we can and must learn, or we fail, like they failed in the battle of Ai. Oh, I'm glad Romans tells us that the history of the Old Testament is for our learning and for our comfort. If there's any need for you to respond to the invitation this evening, would you come as we stand and we sing?